And I believe this was also, but it doesn't have the fraction squares. So fraction squares is, I believe, also shared with you. And this is a much fuller documentation. It has all the activities and everything. So this is the corresponding fraction wall, as you can see. And it has all the games and activities with all the pictures and so on and so forth. Okay, so what I would make yourself a kit. Okay, for fraction squares, you need to basically take meter by 29.7 centimeters. Don't believe me, actually measure and see. Okay, and so you need to make 21 centimeter by 21 centimeter out of them, and then you get to, you know, play around with them. So these are activities and games which are, you know, as you can see, full of pictures, etc. But as you play with them yourselves, you will get a better sense of it. Okay, so do try this out. We hope to create similar write-up for the strips part and then circles, etc. But it will take time. So meanwhile, you can get started. Okay. Try and see how to do things with each one. Okay. And what I would like you to do is, as you play with them, some cases you may need several pictures. That any place where you got stuck, share. Okay. Fractions need the most amount of manipulatives, etc. at the upper primary level, because it is a complicated looking thing. Integers need much less. Whole numbers finished that need usually pi primary. And for rational numbers, we do not have much. We have to use the number line mostly. Okay. So Vasant had shared the task that I had asked you to do in terms of, you know, looking at the textbook. So what you liked, what you didn't like, what else can be done, etc. What kind of manipulatives were used. So after today's, if all of you can do the same, then that would be good. I believe at some point I had assigned somebody for integers and some people for fractions, right? Was it class 6 fraction and class 7 integers? Is that correct? And 8 rational numbers?
Yes, Swati.
Yeah. So Vasant has done his homework. The rest of you, now that you have a sense of it, okay, we have discussed fractions today. For your record, you have the recording of this video or audio mix, etc. But for your record, jot these down. What does the textbook that you are teaching has? What else can be added to it? Okay, so please do that. Um, and then on Wednesday we will look into, so to repeat, the questions was, what did you like, what else could be done, what kind of manipulatives and or models are used. There was, I think, few other things, if I remember correctly, like how did they initiate the need? Okay. Now, if you look at for fractions, both was in terms of sharing food. Okay, that's how the need was brought in. Okay, so nobody is getting the whole cake or like 2 cakes or 3 cakes. So how do you define this portion of the cake? That was kind of what needed this new kind of numbers. Okay, so that's a good way to initiate why we need to go beyond natural numbers or whole numbers. So focus on that too. Uh, it's basically the PPTs that I had shared with you, those things. Yeah, so the first three, basically, the need. Okay, so we looked at the need for fractions in both textbooks. Making sense of these numbers, what does it mean, what quantity they represent along with their names, etc. And writing them numerically. Now you realize that when you go into improper and mixed fraction, then those things need to be looked into again. What are each thing called? In mixed fraction there are 3 parts. In improper fraction there are 2 parts, which are similar to proper fractions. So this second and third bullet becomes very important when we get to that. Okay, so how do we start on this? So I have a question at this point. Okay, just occurred to me. Would it make sense for us to spend time with fractions this week and then go into integers and then to rational numbers? Or do we look into the initial part for each of these on the 3 days we meet, and next week we get into addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc.? Which way would make more sense for you guys?
I'm okay with both. I'm not sure what to say.
Okay, so so those who teach class 8 in particular, do you guys have anything to do with fractions?
For 8th, it's start with rational numbers. Swati.
So nothing to do with fractions anymore.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, okay. So see, that is exactly why I thought if we do a bit of each on each of these days, then none of the classes will feel left out. That was my original idea. On the other hand, if you do spend the week with fractions, okay, that will help you with the rational numbers as well, because it builds up. So choice 1, you start with all 3 number sets, and choice 2, you start with 1 number set per week, or 1 number set followed by the next. How would you like to go about?
I don't mind working on one and building it up.
Okay, so let's do that. So
I don't
let's,
know. Okay.
yeah, so if you have any objection, please mention it now.
Working on one chapter is good, Swati.
Okay, okay. So let's do that. So let's build up on fractions, and because and frankly, fraction takes the longest time. Okay, the fact that it cannot be represented by a single number, and that it has this weird ordered pair of numerator and denominator does make things much more complex. So let's stick with that. Okay, so let's spend this week with respect to fractions. So these are the things that I want you to do. Okay, so one is textbook uh, chapters. uh, so condense them the way I showed you. Okay, second is make fraction kit. I don't expect this to be completed uh, in a day. It will take a bit of time, but start making. Definitely make the circles, fraction, scales. Okay, these are the top priorities. Okay, and then you can get into the fraction strips and the squares. Okay, and the third is you start playing with them. So with the fraction kit, even if it is not made, um, start with drawing pictures as much as possible. Okay, um, okay. So start playing with this. See how the textbooks have done it. Um, Try with other things, etc., and see how it works. Okay. And on Friday we will look into we will look into comparing and addition subtraction on Wednesday, and on Friday we will look into multiplication and division. Okay, and anything related to that. So there may be a bit of spillover if necessary. If so, then we will deal with that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all from my end today. Uh, Let me know if you need anything. So in particular, the fraction kit document, I strongly believe the fraction square is already there. Okay, I remember seeing it on the OneDrive. Yeah, fraction squares is there, both PPT and PDF. So yeah, So fraction kit needs to be there too. Yeah. Yeah, so the math resources document might have link to that. Let me just double check. Yeah. The math resources document that you have there has the link to fraction kit. So you can get it from there. So I don't need to send you that.
Okay.
Okay. I guess that's it for today.
Thank you.
And also, what I expect all of you to do is have lists of questions, issues that you faced with children when you taught them fractions. Okay, so those has to come from your end. You have experience definitely more than me being in the classroom. So the different things that you faced, and it may crop up not necessarily when you are teaching fractions, but when they needed to apply their understanding of fraction for something else. So do take some time to think about anything like that, and do share them, because we need to discuss those as well. Okay. Okay, that's all for today.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye
Swati.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Swati. Bye.